Hello everybody and welcome back to another blind commentary of Jormungand, Season 2, Episode 9. Yeah. So, we are fast approaching the ending of the series. I checked that this continues for the current arc, kind of, or the what is the new world or something. That this is like storyline that's in pieces and it's for many episodes, and this is like the part 2, so that should be going on for like I think it was 4 parts or something. So yeah, this will be interesting to see how this resolves, because this will be the final ultimate climax. I didn't check the episode names that carefully, so I don't know anything. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get on with it. Well. I'm really intrigued to see what is actually Coco's plan and why exactly did she go as far as kidnap a very important physicist. So that's quite an interesting thing. This is quite an interesting. They're going really deep into it, just like, you know, talking about stocks and all that fun stuff. So this is quite a lot of build up. So I wonder what exactly this is building up to, because what exactly is their project? What is Jormungand? What will they do? Because I don't want to get disappointed because I've been loving the show so much. Well, we have time to find out. Again with the same Yeah. What possibly could they be like manufacturing? What could possibly be that important? I don't know. It could really. I doubt that it's gonna be a weapon. There's no way it's something that simple. Don't know. This is actually something really interesting. She is keeping Jonah there. Like, I mean, Jonah serves a really crucial point in this story. Like, interestingly, mostly as you know, kind of an outsider on the inside, or more detached person, someone who is not completely dedicated to the group in a way. But even though he is very loyal, but not in the way that like that way, and a very. I mean, I guess strict morals wouldn't be the thing, but you know, that's it's interesting how they are still placing him in there. Mostly though, it's probably because Coco kind of relies on having Jonah there to force herself to be more soft, kind of. So. Hmm. Just gonna appreciate the cinematography there for a second. That is quite fantastic setup there. Just like having the camera just pan around in a twisting motion and just like looking upward towards her, and it's just like a very heavy backlight and monochromatia going in there. It's fantastic. Just gotta put it out there. That's really good. Quantum computer. That was something I was actually thinking about. Like, it could be possibly some kind of electronics, most likely, because that's the way world works, and that's not unrealistic. So I should have said that, but so I could look like I predicted it. But that was like one good possibility. So how would that create new world? Let's see. Can I Um, I mean, considering how much of our world is controlled by information technology, then it does make some sense that whoever controls the most powerful amount of computing power would possibly shape the world in a new way. So that could possibly be something like that. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna create a new world, but see.
SF だろやっぱ SF だなここへくまってやるが
I mean, WMDs are kind of thing that if you could control that would kind of allow you to reshape the world. But that really does sound something like a supervillain would too. It kind of is a pretty good characterization for Coco, but kinda in a way. And that's something that has been hinted at so much. So, not out of the realm of possibility. I don't know. See.
ダレス空港に来たから会ってきた
もちろんですよ。焼肉どころかパーティーですよ、パーティー。
I mean, that's a pretty good way to establish how much opposing ideologies Coco and her brother hold. So, even though that was already somewhat, obvious, but I suppose reinforcing that idea is fine, even if it's very much on the nose and it's flat out telling it through dialogue. But, at least there's people who were there to listen, so, I mean, she's openly confronting him about it, but not in definitely not in a hostile manner. So it's, conversation is a good way to talk about these things. And she's also just flat out giving the opportunity for them to back out, so. Yeah. And I like that she is being sympathetic with them, so. Because kidnapping is, something that's pretty hard to reconcile, so. Okay. Okay. Well, that is going to be quite something. So, of course, the story advances pretty well, and yeah, I was not accustomed to how much information load this episode would provide. Although, frankly speaking, it wasn't that much. But the story, actual continuous story, moved forward so much more than it did. I mean, the show is mostly episodic, but this last part is going to be like one huge continuous story. And while it has elements that have been confirmed previously and have been built up to, and it's not like it comes out of nowhere. They've been this has been foreshadowed quite a long while. It still is, pretty jarring to see a huge continuous story that will have massive ramifications, and it's at the tail end of the series. I honestly don't mind, because it's not too complex. It's just intriguing, that's all. And yeah, I'm really interested to see how this will all pan out, because I do really. This is something that's actually something I am very interested in how exactly this will, because information technologies and just electronics and just computing and just logistics and information is my thing. So this is something I'm really keen on seeing how this will all pan out and how exactly this would create a new world. But it definitely will be. Probably it could be done with something. Creating a new world order would be something that will be done with controlling the WMDs of the whole world, possibly. So I don't think it's going to be that simple. And that's going to be mostly just blackmail and threatening and all that. So I don't. Well, not blackmail, but it's mostly just threatening the world in the submission. I don't think that's exactly what will be done. That would be kind of. Well, that would be very evil. Though I don't think Coco would be above that, but still, I doubt that's gonna be the case. Well, regardless, it is definitely something intriguing. This does raise a lot of questions about just general quantum computers and all that stuff, because that is really interesting technology to think about and talk about, and how its potential applications will be useful in just general information management in the world. So it is pretty nice. Now, of course, quantum science and all that, quantum just in general is a term that's very misleading for commoners. So it's whatever. But it is really something that I'm really interested. I'm just highly interested in this topic. So it's kind of funny that it came up in this way, considering that it's going to be something that's going to be pretty close to my heart in a few weeks, at least next week actually. So yeah, it's and of course, characterization is still strong. The cinematography is strong as ever. The episodes are composed very efficiently, and they do convey a lot of information in a very short span of time without making it overly flowery prose. So it's really simple to understand still. And it's like the efficiency of information conveyance that the show has is just like something that I will always applaud. Because even though it does do it in a really ham-handed way, it does have to go for very literal explanations of things and intentions. I still don't mind that all that much, because they do it very quickly, and that allows us to get into the more interesting scenes, which are characterization scenes. So yeah. And of course, the show still has its really good side of levity to it, that it stays lighthearted enough that you can just think about, oh, it's just gonna be a total disruption of world order. Just such a small thing. So yeah, it's nice. I mean, that's not exactly it, but I characterize it like that. Regardless, it's gonna be interesting to see how this will all go down. Next episode is gonna probably have a really nice battle. That's gonna be interesting to see. So without further ado, I now thank you all very much for watching. I hope to see you in the future. Have a great day and stay awesome. Ganmu out. Thank you all very much for watching.